Righty, Roo strangers, you never did those winter jobs you'd promised yourself you'd do. Now you're panicking like a man strapped to a bed watching your goth put on a strap on. So here we go. Vicon fert spreader. Luckily, the one that I'd broken is the same mechanisms as the 200 kg versus the 400 kg version. So for starters, I suppose we'll go with the bowl. It was all chipped and broken around the bottom here. Fresh bit of fiberglass there, using just some of them Bunnings 4-in-1 epoxy resin and a bit of itchy cloth. Couple of goes at it, she's all good. Apparently there's a big old O-ring in there, I don't know if that's standard. The mechanism itself, quite an ingenious little thing. Just spins on a pivot there. So I couldn't get that bearing out, but it did feel okay. But there is a grease nipple in the end there. You can actually adjust this around to change how much swing it gives, or how high or how low. Just 4 bolts holding this whole cradle on. Didn't manage to get these off, but they are spinning freely. What happened to one of mine is the plate drops down and cuts into here, so you want to make sure those little 3 bolts are holding it up. Other than that, she's a pretty simple device, as you can see. Make sure that your drive shaft is not too long. As you lift it up, it will break through here, which is exactly the same thing happened to that piece there. Moving on, over this whole assembly here, you have a cradle which houses the shut-off and the meter system. That's this device here. So you've got your adjustment stick here, which opens and closes your gates. It's a bit of a funny shape that goes in there. I'll show you in a second. There's 2 bolts here. You've got to take the cover off to get it off. Flip her over, and we have a nice little stainless steel plate. There's your little adjustment lever there. These things here were just spot welded on, I'm guessing for ease of manufacture. I went and tigged a wee bit on. You've got this little device in here. I do have a picture of that somewhere, but basically it's just a little cup. Bolts onto your bottom plate to hold your gate on. Need to replace that, that's a little bit broken. But yeah, that's basically it. Nice simple function. Opens and closes. All that, once I get it together, will sit on top of there and then flip the bowl on. A little bit of splurking, welding around here. You might think a little bit rough, but it's better than old Mr. Swiss cheese over here. Good luck.